November 27, 2019, the TPC Group chemical plant in Port Neches, Texas. A release of highly flammable butadiene caused a series of explosions that could be felt up to 30 miles away. The blast destroyed a portion of the TPC facility, damaged nearby homes and businesses, and prompted a mandatory evacuation of residents living within 4 miles of the plant. Several workers and members of the public reported injuries, and fires burned at the facility for over a month.
The incident at TPC was the result of a known hazard where popcorn polymer grew and formed inside equipment that was poorly managed and controlled at the facility. Gaps in industry good guidance on the management of popcorn polymer formation played a role. The result was a catastrophic incident that disrupted life at the facility as well as the local community.
TPC is a petrochemical manufacturing company with several facilities along the Gulf Coast of Texas and Louisiana. At the time of the incident, the company produced butadiene at its Port Neches plant. Butadiene is used as a building block in the production of a wide range of products, but is most commonly used to produce synthetic rubber. It is a highly reactive chemical, which if not properly managed, can lead to serious hazards. For instance, in the presence of oxygen, high-purity butadiene can undergo reactions to form a solid substance known as popcorn polymer. If popcorn polymer accumulates and grows inside process equipment, it can lead to very high pressure and ultimately cause the equipment to rupture. On August 4, 2019, a worker performed a routine operation in TPC's butadiene unit. As part of that operation, the worker shut down a primary pump that was part of the butadiene production process. When the worker tried to restart the pump, it would not operate. The primary pump was sent for repair and remained out of service from that date forward. A spare pump was used to continue operations. The inoperable pump created a significant dead leg, which is an area of piping that is open to the process but does not have any material flowing through it. The CSB determined that over the next 114 days, popcorn polymer began to form and accumulate within the dead leg. But the CSB could not find evidence that anyone at TPC recognized the hazard created by the dead leg. At 12:54 a.m. on November 27th, excessive popcorn polymer buildup caused the dead leg piping to suddenly rupture. Approximately 6,000 gallons of liquid, primarily composed of butadiene, emptied through the ruptured piping in less than a minute. The liquid vaporized upon release to the atmosphere, forming a flammable cloud. 3 nearby workers were startled by the rupture. They immediately recognized the danger and quickly departed as the vapor cloud grew. In just 2 minutes, the flammable vapor cloud found an ignition source and exploded. The resulting pressure wave destroyed parts of the facility and injured 2 TPC employees and a security contractor. The blast damaged nearby homes and buildings and was reportedly felt up to 30 miles away. Local officials stated 5 residents reported minor injuries. At least 2 additional explosions occurred following the initial blast. Some of the piping damaged by those explosions could not be isolated. As a result, flammable process fluid continued to escape from ruptured equipment, and smaller contained fires burned for more than a month. At 10:09 a.m. on January 4, 2020, the TPC Incident Command confirmed that all fires were finally out. The Chemical Safety Board launched an investigation into the incident at TPC and found 4 key safety issues contributed to the incident. They are dead leg identification and control, process hazard analysis, action item implementation, control and prevention of popcorn polymer, and remotely operated emergency isolation valves. The first safety issue is dead leg identification and control. The TPC Port Neches facility had an operating procedure in place called dead legs in high purity butadiene service that was intended to minimize the formation of popcorn polymer. The procedure called for running spare pumps within the unit twice per month in order to circulate material through piping that was connected to the pumps and was otherwise out of service, forming a dead leg. The procedure did not, however, identify the potential for a dead leg to form if the primary pump was out of service for an extended amount of time, which is what happened in the months leading to the incident. Therefore, the procedure did not specify ways to mitigate the hazard of popcorn polymer formation should the primary pump be offline. And the CSB found that although repair of the primary pump was initially prioritized as urgent, it was soon changed to routine due to the existence of the spare pump. This led to a dead leg that existed for at least 114 days, allowing dangerous levels of popcorn polymer to form and grow. In its final report, the CSB made a recommendation to TPC Group to develop and implement a process to identify and control or eliminate dead legs in high-purity butadiene service. In addition, the CSB identified gaps in industry guidance around the issue of dead legs in butadiene units. A guidance document developed by the American Chemistry Council called the Butadiene Product Stewardship Guidance Manual is designed to provide general information to companies that may handle or store butadiene. While the manual gives a general overview of popcorn polymer, it does not contain any information on the potential consequences of dead legs or how companies should identify, control, or prevent dead legs. The CSB believes that such additional guidance could have helped to prevent this incident and could help prevent similar incidents in the future.
As you have seen, the TPC Group failed to identify problem areas where dangerous popcorn polymer might build up and never implemented a safety recommendation to regularly flush pipes connected to out-of-service equipment. The explosions the day before Thanksgiving 2019 prompted the evacuations of more than 50,000 people from the area, about 100 miles east of Houston. The blast spewed more than 11 million pounds of hazardous substances, causing more than $153 million in offsite property damage and additional impacts to human health and the environment. In this insider-exclusive Justice in America Network TV special, our investigative team sits down with Brent Coon to discuss not just the TPC explosion, but more importantly, how TPC abused the bankruptcy process to protect themselves and throw their victims under the bus. Why, if TPC had $1 billion in insurance and avoided liability in court for 2 years while they settled all their insurance coverage, did they then spend the money paying off their debt and investing in another facility and then filing bankruptcy, leaving the claimants with nothing? TPC emerged from bankruptcy and eliminated more than $950 million of the company's $1.3 billion in debt, as well as more than 11,000 explosion-related litigation claims. This is the Insider Exclusive, live from Houston, Texas.